Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Graphic Designer Bangladesh. I am Arif. I am doing jewelry retouching for over 10 years now. I am assisting so many jewelry photographers and businesses for the jewelry images. Like this client, they want the jewelry to be natural. As this is a handmade jewelry, so they want it as natural as possible, but definitely enhanced and more attractive. I was doing some retouching like the similar images, so I thought, why don't I share some of them with you? If you're a beginner, it might be a little bit difficult to understand, but if you have a little bit of idea, then it might be interesting. I just double check the clipping path and make a selection for the ring. Press Ctrl Z to create a new layer. Add some feather definitely to make it smooth. Put a white background underneath. Now creating a rough selection for the shadow. If there is an imperfection on the shadow like threads or bigger spots, it should be removed. And now make a selection for the shadows. Applied some feather like 20 to 25 or 30. Copy it from the background layer and bring it to the top of the white layer. Now applying the label or curve. You can also apply the curve to adjust it with the background. Frankly speaking, I am just brighten the shadow so it match with the white background. Fine. And now I am applying the camera raw filter to the shadow. Make the vibrance -100, saturation -20 or 50. And apply some noise reduction as well, about 50. It will vanish if there is any small dust or scratches on the shadow area. Okay, this client wants these little imperfections like the scratches or dust on the surfaces of the gold. By doing this, I'm applying the copy the layer and applying the dust and the scratch filter about radius 10 and threshold 2. Add a black mask to the filtered layer and now select the brush tool. Choose the white color to the foreground and make the opacity and flow 100. Sorry, you can make the opacity 20 to 40. And now brush it with the white on that black mask and the areas where you need to remove the dust or scratches, but definitely not to the black reflected areas. We should keep it as it is, but we will retouch that portion as well with another technique. Okay, just brush the lighter area. After that, merge it with the ring layer. Now I'm still making a selection for the shank area. We don't need the 10K written there, and we will smooth the areas by applying solid color or airbrush. You can see I'm just copy the shank area from the ring and lock that area with transparent pixel lock. Now By using the eyedropper tool, I am just selecting the tone from the different areas of the shank and apply that color with the brush tool to the same area. It's very easy technique. If you use this in few times, you will used to with this, and the results are amazing. You can see. Now at this moment it looks a bit solid, but let's see what is the final result. Okay, for the bottom of the shank we need to create a depth. For that purpose I just applied a black and linked it with the shank layer. Make the opacity 20. You can see it's just like a gradient, and it's created a depth as I mentioned to the bottom of the ring. Now make a selection for the black reflections, and this is the most interesting and most easiest part. Again, use the eyedropper to pick the color of the black reflections and apply it with a brush tool to that selection. It will vanish the dust or scratches from that black reflection area and make it solid black. It's easy, right? It's very easy. And the good thing is the client like the ring and the reflection in this way. At this stage we have merged all the layer we created except the shadow, white background and background layer. Now we apply the camera raw filter again. Noise reduction about 50, sharpen 20. That will make some area more smooth. Now we are creating a stroke. For the stroke we just make a clip on the edges of the shank, set the brush size to 6, share the pen tool again, click the right, select the stroke path, simulate pressure on, select the brush, just it, and press enter. It will take a black stroke there. And now apply the motion blur with the same direction of the ring and erase the edges, both edges, left and right. That's it, you made it. And now after that just duplicate the stroke, bring it little bit down and invert it by pressing Ctrl I, and bring the opacity to 50 to 60. That is good enough. Now you can see it's make a depth and good dimension to the ring and the shank area. Good job. Okay, I have created some tone and templates. Tone templates for the rings, and I am applying this to the this ring as well. This adjustment will bring this tone to all the similar rings. It's nice. Okay, now select all the layers except the shadow, white and the background and make a group with it and mask with the selection of the ring that we have, so that the adjustment don't affect the background or the shadow color. Okay, now what we have to do is enhance the stone color. We already have the selection of the stone in the top layer. I'm using the camera filter again. I'm reducing the red, orange and yellow tone and enhance the blue tone. Temperature -5 to 10, vibrance +10, and other things like exposure, white, black, contrast should be as needed. That's it. And finally using the unsharp mask, we are done. with the ring. Let's proceed with the next one. The same procedure, the same thing again. Frankly speaking, it will not take more than 5 minutes for each of the rings. Try it with your own. Thank you for watching.